FXN, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And as we spoke about yesterday, today we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right in and we're going to break down FXN Plus. So what is FXN Plus? Let's talk about it. So FXN Plus is basically a subscription service, and the three main things that you're going to get out of it is basically going to be weekly group sessions. So every week we'll have weekly group sessions where we'll talk about charts together. We'll talk about what's coming up in the week, Q&A sessions, backtesting sessions, all that stuff we'll have on these weekly group sessions. The second thing that you get out of it is obviously a weekly analysis video, where I basically break down all the pairs and tell you what I think and what to expect out of those specific pairs and what I'm specifically looking for on each one. So some of these videos are going to be probably like a good 45 minutes long to an hour long. And the most important thing, the third most important thing I think, is the weekly FXN levels. Have you ever wondered, like, where am I in the market maker cycle? Where is the closest peak formation high? Did a reset happen? All that stuff, right? So what you're going to get is I'm going to give you the weekly, what we call FXN levels, to show you where you are in the market maker cycle. All right, so that way you know what your directional bias should be to begin with. Okay, so those are the three main things that you're going to get access to with FXN Plus. You're also going to get access to the group session library, which has over 90 hours of content. You're also going to get access to MT4 and MT5 indicators, and you're going to get access to the trade journal, which is a custom trade journal that allows you to journal all of your trades with absolutely all the options you can think of when it comes to the setups that you're looking for. All right, so what do these levels look like? What do the FXN levels look like? Well, they look like this. Here's an example of one on Euro AUD. You can see we're coming off of peak formation low, so essentially you'd be looking for buys, right? Your bias would be to look for buys. There's the breakdown of the entire market maker cycles all the way, back from July to current, right? Here's another example. This is Euro USD. You can see we're coming off a peak formation high most recently, so you should be looking for what? Sells, right? Should be looking for sells. All right. Now the cool thing that I think that this allows me to do is because I update these. These are basically my charts that you're looking at, essentially. And I think that the one thing that makes it different is that when I update these, there are certain things that I could start to see early on, and I could update it as well. So you might get something like this, where it'll say possible peak formation high forming, right? So if you see something like that, you're like, all right, wait a minute. If it's a peak formation high possible that's forming, I should not be trading and look for possible sell setups to occur to get in early on the new trend that's about to change, right? So these also work the same way for resets and things of that nature. If I see a reset that's possibly happening, I'll update the charts with that as well. So these are going to give you really good detailed information about where you are in the market cycle, where I see things going in the market. And then also I think as well, with when you put this together with the weekly analysis, it makes sense. Because in the weekly analysis, right, we go over the higher time frame market structure, and then we bring it down to this 1 hour level to where we are, so we can make sense out of all of it along with the higher time frame. So I think that that's going to be hugely beneficial for everyone. If you're still getting lost on counting levels and all that stuff, this is going to make your life a whole lot easier. Okay, these levels, by the way, are updated at least twice a week, because obviously as price action moves is how I update them. So as soon as price action moves to a certain stage where I could update it and get confirmation on something or potentially something happening, I'll go ahead and update it. But if there's nothing happening, like if we're moving sideways like you see here in the middle of the screen on AUD USD, I mean, you're still looking for the exact same thing until it gets updated. All right. So FXN Plus, it's a monthly service. It's $60 a month, and it's available now at fxntrading.com. The links for this are going to be in the description. All right. So I hope that if anything, this service allows you, number one, that if you're comfortable with the strategy and you just need a little help with knowing where to get the directional bias from, or what directional bias I'm looking for specific pairs, or what my thoughts are on specific pairs, this is what's going to get you that information. Also, if you feel good about the strategy but you just have questions about certain scenarios or questions about certain trade setups that you may have taken a loss on, those are all good things that you can bring up in the weekly group sessions that we have, and bring over the examples so you can look at them. We'll talk about it. We can break it all down for you. So that by itself, I think the weekly group sessions, 4 of them a month, is just worth the $60 by itself, because those group sessions are at least an hour and a half to 2 hours long. So it's really going to help you guys a lot. So I hope that this service brings you a lot of value, and hopefully it can help you become a better trader. Once you start to see these patterns by yourself without needing to look at my charts, then you should be good to not need the service anymore. Okay, so the whole premise of this is to show you how I'm looking at charts, how I'm doing my analysis for the week, and then hopefully after, some time, you'll get it and you can do it yourself, and you don't need any of this to do it, and you can get off the subscription service and then start doing it yourself. All right. So guys, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.